feedback. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like a passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Baltimore Ravens. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made at the 47.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
His kick is good.
And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
The score, Ravens 7, Eagles nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
Ferguson there on the
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
brings up second.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Out to his left. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end, Zach Ertz, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And some room to maneuver. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Ingram, the ball carrier.
And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
At the 46-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Calais Campbell in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Sanders. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. It's fielded at the 45. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
At the 38-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Ravens 7, Eagles 6.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. From the gun, Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, his first touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Flush to his right. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles move back within a couple of the lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Now a handoff to Ingram. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Jackson from the shotgun.
Quick slant to Brown.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Wentz. Rolling to his right. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Ingram, the ball carrier.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
To Mark Ingram.
Mark Ingram
Baltimore.
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brings up third.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken from just outside the 30. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over.
40-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Another run here with Sanders. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run at Sanders. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Sanders again, the ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 44, Wentz. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone, Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, worthy adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball. Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Now Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Roosevelt Nix, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. And this one's back to an 8-point game.
Makes the score Ravens 28, Eagles 20. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
1, 2, 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Ingram again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
The ball carrier.
And you know he wants to make the most of every carry because he competes with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson, 4 carries and yardage. But Mark Ingram, over 1,000 yards last season. And then the Ravens went out and drafted J.K. Dobbins out of Ohio State in the 2nd round. So now the Ravens potentially have 2 guys to pair with Lamar Jackson in the run game. Wishbone formation, anyone?
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
Check 48's the mark. Check 48's the mark. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check.
Now a carry for Sanders. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Miles Sanders.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Rolling to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Wentz now on 1st down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Calais Campbell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Deep ball for Goodwin. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. He'll give this one to Ingram to start things out. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He was brought down there by Will Parks.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
They're not even trying to do it.
All the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete to
Marquise Brown with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As the Ravens push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Back at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 16. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a play fake. Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. Deshaun Jackson off to the races. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles get a score closer. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score.
Ravens 35, Eagles 27.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Ingram again, a 1st down carry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Here's Jackson. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
At the 25-yard line.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Patrick Queen.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Wentz now to throw. Ertz has it left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On play action, it's Wentz. Steps away. And he finds a man on a crossing route. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles move back within a couple of the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. From the gun, it's Wentz. He'll buy some time right. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth.
Let's go!
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's Ingram. Gets through, and now an opening. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
First down, Ravens.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. A gain of 3, second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, it's Ingram. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Operating from the gun, Jackson buying time to his left. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 45 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Ravens 42, Eagles 35.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
And 9.
Wentz to throw. He's going to let it fly. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here.
On the keeper. A loss of a
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And they take a knee.
Jackson on the keeper.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
Today's final score, Ravens 42.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.